How's it going, guys? It's your boy Mike, Millennial Mike, with your other boy Mike Zuber from One Rental at a Time. Well, what we're going to be doing in this video is reacting to a YouTuber, decently sized channel. He's got about 20,000 subscribers. His name's Real Estate Mindset, and he released a video just flaming One Rental at a Time, Graham, Stephan, and Dave Ramsey. He kind of lumps the three of you guys in together, calls you out specifically, calls out one of your commenters. So what we're going to do, Mike, is we're gonna watch his video. I clipped it down to some of the claims that he makes and when he specifically calls you out. And then I just want to get your thoughts and opinions on what he has to say. What do you think?
I think this is gonna be fun. So a couple of things to note. I've looked at none of his videos. I did go to his channel because I knew we were going to do this, and all I can say is the last 30 videos were all the same, right? Crash, crash, crash. But finally, I have to say I've made it. I have been lumped in with Graham, Stephan, and the one and only Dave Ramsey. Dude, I'm a happy guy. It almost doesn't matter what he said. I'm with Graham and Dave Ramsey. That's okay. That's okay company to keep. I'm kind of excited actually.
Yeah, you're up there with the big dogs, apparently. So.
Apparently.
Okay, well, we're going to jump right into the video.
Housing prices increased throughout the first half of 2022 as inflation continues to affect nearly every sector of our economy. But the prices could soon crash, Taurus warned. He predicted that within the next few years, house prices could drop up to, and another person's giving us 25%. So we have our second economist now saying a 25% drop. And they will begin to decline in early 2023. Did y'all hear that from anyone? Y'all watching any YouTubers that have said buying opportunities in 2023, possibly at the end of 2022? This article goes on, which could see double-digit drops in prices. Why I say, and this is to my man Jeff M. If you guys see Jeff M on my comment section, no, that's my dude, and I am worried for him because the slightest drop in interest rates, my dude was already out there putting in cash offers, and he knows better. He knows he's paying for an overpriced house, and he's still, when my own boy, fear of missing out hit his soul. Jeff, stop watching. What is it, Rental One or whatever it is you're watching, One Rental. I've watched that crap, dude. Unless you're a savvy investor like them, stop watching that crap. Stop watching Dave Ramsey saying just buy. Stop doing that to yourself, brother.
All right, so that is the first thing that he says. So he says, okay, prices are going to come down 25%. It's going to be a buying opportunity in 2023. And he needs people out there to stop watching your channel because you're wrong about prices not crashing. What do you think?
Well, first off, I want to thank you for watching my channel. That's, every view counts. So I appreciate that. Thanks for doing that. So first off, I saw that same article. I actually talked about it on my daily financial news. Jose Torres talking about 25%. The good news is we're going to know very soon. What I heard him say, and again, I've only heard this once, he thinks pricing is going to crash early 2023. But if you listen to the video, he actually thinks it's going to occur in 2022. I think there's no mathematical way possible the nation has a negative number in 2022. Good news is we'll know very soon, 3-4 months away. Again, he clearly thinks it's going to happen. Second, Jeff M. If Jeff M is watching my channel as he claims he is, it sounds like Jeff M is doing the work. And if you're doing the work and you understand average and then you write offers, whether they're cash or not, you're going to get a great deal. Why wouldn't you do that? 30-year fixed, cash flows day one, a yield better than average. Is he supposed to just sit on his cash and let it eat away at 8%? I'm not sure what he's supposed to do. And then he said, hey, he basically did say, hey, that one rental at a time guy, he's a savvy investor. Again, thank you. I appreciate that. That does come with 20 years of investing. But what I do is not hard and it is not complex. I would argue it's not even savvy. It's have a buy box, look at it every day, spend 60 days or more figuring out average. Once you know average, we only write great offers. And just for this gentleman's mind, let's say average is 6%. We're only going to write 9% yields, cash on cash. Also, I've told all my audience, including Jeff M, today, because it's moving to a buyer's market, we aren't going to write it list. We're going to ask for closing cost credit, and we're going to ask for interest rate buy downs. We're going to ask for the moon. Are people just supposed to sit on the sidelines and wait for some bell to ring? That stuff doesn't happen in housing. Instead of waiting on, for this guy to scream at you when to buy, I suggest doing the work and writing a great offer. It's not hard. Anybody can do it. I will admit most won't. Doing work is hard. Doing work every day is hard. If you want to sit on the sidelines and wait for this guy to scream and ring a bell, by all means. I would much rather do the work and learn. That, you know, that's okay. I mean, yeah, what we do at One Rental at a Time is not hard. It's focus. It takes commitment. I'm no savvier than any other investor. I might be more disciplined than other investors. Sure, that's my superpower that I didn't even know I had, but I do nothing that's hard.
Well, okay, so we do have another 1 minute segment we're going to watch from him where he kind of goes into a little more detail, where he specifically outlines that he thinks maybe you give advice to really smart, good investors, but you don't give good advice for the average home buyer. So let's watch that next clip.
Okay.
A perfect storm is brewing in the real estate market due to nearly decade-high construction levels and dwindling demand. Did you get that, Dave Ramsey? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to talk negatively. I don't want to talk negatively to anyone, but man, ever since I've made that video that I made about Dave Ramsey, I've seen other videos. YouTubers make videos like Rental One or One Rental, and then Stephan Graham or Graham Stephan, whatever. He also made a video, and the guy supported. Both of them supported Dave Ramsey. I'm like, did y'all forget about the first-time home buyers? Did y'all forget about the first-time home buyers and how difficult it is for the normal American to own their first home? All right. These are savvy institutional investors that are giving crappy, horrible advice to first-time home buyers. And that's my problem with the Ramsey. Okay. I know he's helped millions of people help themselves, and I get that. Props to him, but dude, like, you're a multi-hundred millionaire. Institutional investors, remember what it's like, if you can, to be a first-time homeowner, and advise them appropriately.
Okay, so before you jump in with your reaction, Dion actually texted me about this video because Dion watched it and he wanted to add his 2 cents. He said that first-time home buyers aren't watching One Rental at a Time or rentals anything. So there was Dion's take. But my question for you was, I have heard you give some advice to first-time homebuyers, though clearly your channel is focused on investors. Correct. That being said, I think what this guy was referencing, you and I made a video where we reacted to Dave Ramsey. We looked at his graphs, his charts, we supported his claims. And Dave Ramsey, with no doubt, is giving advice to first-time homebuyers. That's his market, is people getting out of debt, buying their first homes. That's who he talks to. But in this particular case where we backed up Dave Ramsey, were we wrong about anything that you said? Do you want to rephrase your advice to first-time homebuyers versus investors?
So again, in the Dave Ramsey discussion, I came at it from the real estate market. That was my view on it. My reaction to Dave Ramsey was never about first-time homebuyers or investors, frankly. It was the home market. We were looking at data back to 1970, and that was my honest reaction. My channel obviously is called One Rental at a Time. It is certainly geared to people buying investment properties, including house hack. Let's not forget, house hacking can split both sides, right? You can be a first-time home buyer, FHA, get a fourplex. You're in my family if that's you. But since this dude, you know, I love how he doesn't say our channels, right? He's trying to be funny, whatever. You know, you do you. Let's talk to first-time home buyers. Without question, affordability is very hard today. Simple math, it is. I would tell you, and I've been asked about first-time home buyers. My advice doesn't change. Get a buy box. Spend a lot of time looking at your buy box. Don't overpay. Don't chase. Don't get in bidding wars. Use the down payment programs that are available. I believe FHA and VA buyers, 2 or 3K home buyers, should dominate the next year. But don't chase. Don't have an agent make you overpay. If I was a home buyer, I would do exactly what I'm doing as an investor. Let me be very clear. I would stop looking at first day listings. First day listings today are a trap. That's where bidding wars will occur, and I would not get involved in that. I no longer look at first day listings. I frankly don't look at anything that hasn't been listed 30 days or more. If I was a first-time home buyer, I would do the same thing. You want to get out of the chase in competition. Look at old listings only. Do it every day. Then figure out what is an average deal for you. Like, hey, average for us is, 273 or whatever it is. Well, good news. Your job, in my opinion, is to go find a motivated seller that will sell you a 273 house for 258 or something. Also, what I told all my investors, first-time home buyers must do the following. Don't pay list price. Must get closing cost credit. Must get interest rate buy down. Don't get teased into arms. Only do 30 years. And what does this guy want you to do? The last thing I will say about first-time home buyers is he wants you to be a renter today. Do you guys not see what's going on in the rental market? The fact is we are losing single-family rentals. There are less single-family rentals today than there were 2 years ago. Mom and pop landlords got screwed by the eviction moratorium, and they are selling rentals. So if you want to listen to this guy and keep renting and have rent go up 8, 9, 10%, by all means. That's going to hurt your ability to save. I am not saying chase. I'm not saying overpay. I'm saying do the work. You go find your motivated seller, get closing cost credit, get rate buy down. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'm also not going to tell you to wait and sit on your ass. That's crazy.
Yeah, so there's a few different things that I would add to this. First and foremost, if you're going to present yourself as a professional advice giver in the realm of real estate and have a 20,000 plus subscriber YouTube channel, and you're going to make a video where you specifically call out people of opposite opinions as yours and you don't get their names right, we're going to pretend that you don't know who Stephan is. I mean, yeah, maybe you confuse one rental at a time, but really Stephan, it's two things. Either one, you're being disingenuous and just trying to make them seem dumb, which is lame. Or number two, you didn't do any opposition research and you don't even know what they have to say. So why should we take you seriously if you can't get the name right? So that's my first thought right out the gate, is at least if you're going to come correct and be professional. Get somebody's name right, real estate mindset. Number two, yes, to Mike's point, would it be great if prices dropped in 2023? Sure, it'd be fantastic. If prices fell 25%, that'd be fantastic. However, in the video that we made specifically responding to Dave Ramsey, where he talked about how interest rates spiked all the way up to 18% and yet home prices continued to rise, all that's going to happen is if you wait until 2023, if interest rates go up and home values go up, your payment will go up. It will be a worse time to buy down the line than it is right now. It's important to get on the property ladder. You need to do everything you can to get your first property. And to his final point about the difference between first-time home buyers and savvy institutional investors, well, everybody's got to start somewhere. I started with a house hack. You can be a first-time home buyer who is also becoming an investor. In fact, that's probably the preferred method, and one of the main messages of your channel and the Three Amigos conversations is you don't want to just be a first-time home buyer. You need to look long at becoming an investor, and the best first step that you can do is to buy a house hack property. Some of the things you say on your channel, Mike, may not apply to your basic first-time home buyer. Your larger conversations with Anna Kelly and Jonathan Twombly on real estate syndication, probably not for those folks yet. Absolutely. However, a decent amount of what you put out there absolutely applies, and people should not be looking at other channels just because they think you're too big.
Yeah. What I would tell you is my message really boils down to do the work, focus and do the work. As for real estate mindset, I'd love to talk to him. If you want to have a one-on-one, I'll have you on my channel. If you want to do it on yours, it's fine. The only rule of thumb is no editing, right? I never edit videos. So I'd actually rather interview him. Yeah, let's have a conversation. I love disagreement. I love respectful disagreement. If he wants to talk, I'm game. I'll interview him whenever he has time. So, I think anybody who has, I think anybody who's genuine on trying to help people, I'll have a conversation with. If you just want to create fear and all of that, then, we don't need to have a conversation, but you do you and I'll do me.
Well, guys, thanks for sending this message. This one popped up in the One Rental at a Time Facebook group. I saw people tagging you in it. I saw it in comment section of YouTube videos. So people wanted to see a reaction to this. If you do have other videos you want Mike to react to, send them my way or send him his way, then he'll forward them to me. But it's honestly easier if you just send them to me. Mike, that's all we got. Thank you.
Yeah, do me a favor, folks. I'm really enjoying these reaction videos. Mike does us a huge favor by doing the work because I don't edit videos and frankly don't know how. So please send him to him. I'll react to anything that he has. He and I have a great relationship. I appreciate everything he does. And thank you so much. Where can they find you?
Just Google, Instagram, YouTube, Millennial Mike. I'm sure I'll pop up eventually.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.